Hi everyone! So excited you have come to join us. This week we are going to learn about the continent North America, and today we are going to learn about the country Greenland.
Hi, I'm Robbie. Hi, I'm Susie.
Hi, I'm Miss Carly, the teacher. It's time for
Hometime
with Robbie and Susie.
I have hands,
I have hands.
watch me clap.
Watch me clap.
Oh, what a miracle am I. I have feet,
I have feet.
watch me stand.
Watch me stand.
Oh, what a miracle am I. Oh, what a miracle, oh, what a miracle, every little part of me. I'm something special, so very special, there's nobody quite like me. I have arms,
I have arms.
watch me swing.
Watch me swing.
Oh, what a miracle am I have legs,
I have legs.
they can bend and stretch.
They can bend and stretch.
Oh, what a miracle am I. Oh, what a miracle, oh, what a miracle, every little part of me. I'm something special, so very special, there's nobody quite like me. I have a spine,
I have a spine.
it can twist and bend.
You can twist and bend.
Oh, what a miracle am I have a 1 foot,
I have 1 foot.
watch me balance.
Watch me balance.
Oh, what a miracle am I. Oh, what a miracle, oh, what a miracle, every little part of me. I'm something special, so very special, there's nobody quite like me. There's nobody quite like me.
Hi everyone, so excited you have come to join us this week. We are learning all about the continent North America. North America is the 3rd largest continent in the whole world, but that's not the best bit. I think it is that North America starts right here, close to the equator. That's where the sun is the hottest on the earth. And then it goes all the way up to the very top, where the sun isn't much at all, so that it's freezing, freezing cold. Let me show you on my big map. I have all of the countries in North America. Up the top here, we have Greenland. That's where it's snowy and not many people live because it's just so cold. Then this big green country is Canada. Again, it's very cold up here, but as you come closer down, it gets warmer. Then this country is split. This is Alaska, and these are the other United States, as well as there's one more country over here, Hawaii, and they're all the United States. This is Mexico, and down here we have Central America. And here are the Caribbean islands, full of so many different countries. Down the bottom here is where it's nice and hot. And these are some of the animals that live in this hotter weather. We have flamingos, an armadillo, iguanas. Look at these funky snails. But where it's colder, let me show you. We have some other animals. You might have guessed it from the animals that I have on my table. That's right, there's polar bears all the way up the top here. We also have moose and a raccoon, pumas, bears. So many different bears live in different countries. There's even beavers, squirrels, and eagles. And in the oceans, our orcas like to swim through the cold, cold waters. It's such an amazing continent. I can't wait to see what we learn this week. Hey everyone, Greenland is at the top of North America and it's very, very cold up there. There's so much snow falling and the whole land is actually full of snow. Do you know an animal that loves the snow? You got it, it's a polar bear. We've learned about the polar bear before. Well, I actually have a song about a polar bear. Would you like to hear it? I'm a little polar bear, white as snow. I sit on the ice by the cold water flow. When I'm hungry, I make a swish. I stick my paw in and catch a fish. Shall we sing it again? Stand up and sing with me. Have you got your paw ready to put into the water and you get out a fish? Are you ready? Here we go. I'm a little polar bear, white as snow. I sit on the ice by the water's flow. When I'm hungry, I make a swish. I stick my paw in and catch a fish. Delicious. Do you know, my friend Lauren actually has a story about a snow bear, a polar bear. Would you like to come and hear? Let's go.
Hi everyone, I'm really excited to continue to learn about polar bears with you. Today I have a story about a polar bear called Snow Bear. Would you like to hear it? So this story is called Snow Bear, and as you can see, there is a big polar bear on the front. Let's see what's inside. Little Snow Bear had snuggled up with his mother all winter inside their cozy den, but today the sun was shining and he was longing to go outside. It's time for you to meet the world, my little one, said his mother. So there's little Snow Bear, and that must be his mum. Little Snow Bear tumbled outside, slipping and sliding in the soft powdery snow. It was so much fun he did it again and again. Now you can go and explore, said his mother, but stay by the water's edge where I can see you. I don't want you getting lost. Look how much fun Little Bear's having. Little Bear didn't know what lost was. He didn't even know what water was. But if both were as much fun as snow was, he couldn't wait to find out. He rushed down to the water. It was blue and shimmery, and it went right out to the edge of the world. It was the most beautiful thing he had ever seen. And there was something else too. Something was dancing in the water and making it ripple and splash. Can you see? There's a little tail here. What do you think it is? Let's find out. It's a seal. Hello, said a little seal. I've been waiting for you to come out of your den. Do you want to play? The water looked so exciting that little Snow Bear jumped right in. Splash! Exploring was so much fun. Little Snow Bear had a lovely time playing splashing games with his new friend, but as the sun went down, he remembered what his mother had said. He looked around, but he couldn't see his mother anywhere. He pulled himself out of the water, shook himself dry, and set off to find her. Little Snow Bear padded across the ice, but he soon found himself in a dark forest. He was just starting to feel a little bit worried when he heard a friendly voice. Hello there, said a reindeer. What are you doing here all alone? I'm exploring, said little Snow Bear, but now I need to find my mother. Come with me, said the reindeer kindly. I'll show you the way out of the forest. Isn't that nice of her? The kind reindeer showed him back to the icy world where little Snow Bear was sure his mother would be waiting, but she wasn't there. Suddenly, exploring wasn't so much fun. His tummy rumbled. He felt hungry and he wanted his mother. Then little Snow Bear smelled something familiar. Fish. Can you see the snowy owl? And there's an Eskimo fishing. Hello, said a girl. What are you doing out here all alone? I'm exploring, said little Snow Bear gloomily. I was having fun, but now I'm hungry and tired and I want my mother. Little Snow Bear, I think you're lost, said the girl. But this is no fun, whimpered Snow Bear. No, said the girl, getting lost is no fun at all. But don't worry, I know where to find your mother. So after a delicious fish meal, little Snow Bear climbed into the girl's sledge. Come on, she said to her dogs, let's take this little Snow Bear home to his mother. And off they sped across the snow. You see the snow dogs? A little bear in the sledge. Little Snow Bear ran to his mother. Where have you been? She said. I've been so worried about you. I'm sorry I got lost, said little Snow Bear. I've been exploring the world, he explained. I found out that there are lots of fun things to do and lots of exciting places. But being home with you is the very best place of all. Oh, he's giving his mum a very big warm cuddle. That was such a good story. Did you like listening to it? I know I did. I love polar bears and I have a song about a polar bear, but not just one polar bear. I have a song about 5 polar bears. Would you like to learn it with me? Okay, so I have 5 polar bears here. Let's count them. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 polar bears. Okay, so the song goes like this. It goes, 5 little polar bears playing near the shore. 1 tumbled in. And then there were 4. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 little polar bears swimming in the sea. 1 chased a seal. And then there were 3. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3. 3 little polar bears. What shall we do? 1 went running. And then there were 2. 1, 2. 2 little polar bears playing in the sun. 1 took a nap. And then there was 1. 1 little polar bear feeling all alone. Where's my mum? So he went home. Did you like that song? So did I. Okay, let's see what we have to do next.
Wow, what a great story about a polar bear, Lauren. And Snowy, he was so cute.
He was very cute. I loved how he loved exploring all the ice around him.
Well, today I was hoping we could make a polar bear. I have a polar bear here and he has 1, 2 ears, a nose, 2 eyes and a big mouth. And I have 2 paper plates, 1 for you.
Thank you.
And 1 for me. And we've got some fun things. What have you got there in front of you?
Oh, I have some shredded paper and I have some glue. What do you have?
I have some paper towel that we've cut up and some glue, and I've already cut out some black circles and hopefully a little triangle like a nose.
Well, I think I'm going to make a mask out of mine. So I need to cut holes so that my eyes can go through and I can see through and I can wear a polar bear mask.
Great idea. Would you decorate it first or cut with some scissors?
I'm going to cut my eyes out first.
Great.
So how I'm going to do that is I'm just going to push a little bit on the paper and then I'm going to very carefully snip like that, and then I'm going to very, very carefully cut a half circle out and then another half circle out. and that's going to make a full circle. Just like that. There's one eye there. But I need to make another one, so I'm going to start that one. And how are you going to make your bear today, Anna?
I think I'm going to decorate with some of our shredded paper because the polar bear skin has all this fur all over it. In fact, he has these beautiful big pads on the bottom of his feet to help him walk on top of the soft, soft snow.
Did you know polar bears' fur is black to help keep them warm?
Do you mean their skin
Sorry,
is black?
Yes, their skin is black. So their fur is all white, but their skin is black, and it's to help them absorb the heat so that they can stay warm. As much as Greenland, where polar bears live, and what we're learning about today, as much as it is covered in ice there, and it is very, very cold, the sun still shines there, and so the polar bears want to absorb all the sunlight and warmth from the sun into their skin to stay warm.
So, Greenland, it must not be in the southern hemisphere, it must be in the northern hemisphere, is it?
It is in the northern hemisphere, so it is above Canada, and it is in the North American continent, and it is 80% of it is covered in ice.
What? In ice?
In ice. So 80% of Greenland, the country, is covered in ice. And where in Australia we have rivers and lakes, Greenland has rivers and lakes as well, but they are completely covered in ice. So they're called ice rivers and ice lakes.
Frozen?
They are completely frozen.
Wow. Well, because we already learnt that in Antarctica, which is the south of the world, has no polar bears. So it must be in the north.
Yes.
But there's nothing at the very top. So these are all cold countries at the top, is it?
Yes, that's correct. So
But in this Antarctica, there was no people live there. Do people live in Iceland?
People live
Greenland?
in Green. So people do go to Greenland, but a lot of the time they just go to explore. So there are animals. There are some animals that live in Greenland, but people. It's very hard to live in Greenland because it's so cold and it is covered in ice. So lots of explorers go there, and there's still so much of Greenland that hasn't even been seen before.
What?
Because there's so much of it that is covered in ice that people don't know what's underneath. They are still learning about some animals that may live there, and it's just very hard to get around Greenland because it's just so much of it is covered in ice.
Wow. I've put some of the long ones on for my fur and then put some of the paper towel here, scrunching it up to see if I can make it all fluffy.
Well, I'm going to use some of this cut up paper as well to try and make my polar bear fur and make it look all furry as well.
So good.
Oh, do you know what polar bears eat in Greenland?
I know that they eat fish because I know they like to go fishing in the ocean.
They do. They love to eat seals. That's their main food in Greenland, is that they eat seals. And they use all the ice as well because they are the largest carnivore on land.
Wow.
So they use all the ice to actually hunt the seals.
Because elephants are bigger, but they're not a carnivore. They are herbivore. They eat
Plants.
That's right. Where my friend, the polar bear, he eats meat, and so he's the biggest meat eater.
He is the biggest meat eater. And polar bears sleep for a very long time. They make a den in the ice. They find caves and they make a den, and they sleep a lot.
Wow.
So they sleep sometimes for up to 6 months, and they have their babies in there and they look after them, just like Snow Bear in the story. When Snow Bear came out, he'd been asleep in there and he'd been living in there with his mum for 6 months.
6 months, that's half a year. That's a long time.
It is a very long time. And then the baby cubs, which are baby polar bears, that's what they're called, cubs, they come out and they explore with their mums.
Wow.
And sometimes polar bears have 1 baby or 2 babies.
Yeah, wow. And then when they're out on the snow and they don't have a mountain, they make little snow dens they dig with their big paws, and they make a big hole and they go down deep and they cover it up so that they are safe from all the snow drifting along at night time.
Did you know that some other animals live in Greenland?
What animals live in Greenland?
Well, reindeer. Reindeer live in Greenland.
Because they love the snow.
Yes. And so do walruses.
Oh.
So walruses are the large seal-like creatures with the big tusks.
Yeah.
They live in Greenland. And also there's a special shark that lives in Greenland called the Greenland shark.
Wow, is it a big shark?
It is a fairly big shark, and it is only found around Greenland.
Wow, must like really icy cold waters.
It does, it does.
It's amazing. I didn't realise. I thought most sharks liked the warm waters of the coral reefs and all those things. But wow, one in Greenland. Amazing.
And there are some wolves that live in Greenland as well, and lots of different types of seals, which the polar bears hunt for their food. But then polar seals love to hunt for fish.
So I have been able to put it all over my plate. Now I'm ready to put my eyes on. How are you going, Lauren?
I'm going well. I am just drawing my nose on and my mouth, and then I'm still sticking some fur on. So may I please use some of your paper towel?
You bet you can. I'd
As
love to share.
I would love to put some different textures on.
Now I don't have a mouth. I have 2 eyes and a nose, but I think I need to draw a mouth, so I'm going to use my black texture for that.
Can I just use that glue
For sure.
that's in front of you, please? Thank you. Polar bears have very sharp teeth as well. Because they're carnivores, they need to have sharp teeth.
I think my polar bear's missing something. Over there, that polar bear has 2 ears. I need something for ears. Do you have something I might be able to cut up for ears?
Oh, well, I have some recycled paper plates here from another craft I did.
It's very
Use
kind of
them.
you. Thank you, Lauren.
You are most welcome, and I love recycling. I'm going to put some
Reusing things. I love it.
I'm going to pretend all this paper towel is fur, fluffy fur that the polar bear has to keep warm. Mine's kind of looking more like a line, but I've still got lots to do. And you can create your own polar bear at home using whichever materials. You can use cotton wool, and you can roll up your paper like this and roll it up like this and create balls, and you can put some on there as fur, and that you can use your strong hands to do that.
I wonder what else you'd have at home. You could use maybe some white toilet paper or maybe even some newspaper. You might be able to find some white newspaper.
Because polar bears are very white, but they get dirty just like we do, and so sometimes polar bears, before they get in the water to wash it all off their white fur, they look pretty brown because Greenland is covered in ice. There is also some rock there, and that includes dirt, and they get dirty just like us.
The rocks of the mountains, they usually find the polar bears sleeping during the winter, hibernating.
Okay, I'm just cutting out my ears.
I think I might be finished. I have 2 ears, 2 eyes, a nose, and a big smiley mouth.
I'm just going to attach my ears, and then I am
like some
finished
stick
too.
tape?
Thank you.
Pleasure. Love to share.
It's always very kind when people share with you. Make sure they're in the right spot. 1 ear. Make sure it
Looking
sticks. Thank you.
Do you think that could be Snow Bear?
I think it definitely could be Snow Bear. And 2 ears. But remember, I made holes in mine, so I made a mask.
So good.
Just like that.
So good. Thank you everyone for coming and talking about Greenland with us today. We loved talking about it and finding out all the fun facts. We can't wait to see you next time. See you later.
Bye.